Take it away.
Go Vikings, let's win this game. Go Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down and get a touchdown. Rock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run up the score. You'll hear us yell for more. Beat tight, beat tight, beat tight. Go Vikings, let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Viking Spin. I'm your host, Jason, and we are going to recap the Vikings' 20-17 victory over the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field in Chicago, with the Vikings essentially ruining the debut of Bears quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, the rookie. This game came down to a Kai Forbath game-winning field goal with 12 seconds left in the ball game, and the Vikings got a very important win to move to 3-2 on the season. The Bears dropped to 1-4, and the Vikings keep pace with the Lions and the Packers in the division. Some of the stuff that went down on the game, Sam Bradford tried to come back. He was probably not quite ready. His knee was still bothering him, so he was not able to play past the second quarter. Case Keenum was able to come in, Justin Case Keenum. Went 17 for 21 with 140 yards and one touchdown pass to Kyle Rudolph, no interceptions. It was nice to see Rudolph get back involved in the offense. Also, having a really good night was the combination of Jerick McKinnon and Latavius Murray, filling in for Dalvin Cook, who's lost for the season. McKinnon had 95 yards rushing and another 50 or so yards receiving, with a touchdown, rushing touchdown, and Latavius Murray chipped in with 31 yards on the ground as well. Adam Thielen had a solid game. Michael Floyd caught his first regular season pass as a Viking. Stephon Diggs was bothered by a groin injury, so he was limited to only one catch last night. Hopefully that's not too serious. We'll be monitoring that as we go forward. Mike Zimmer also said that Sam Bradford's injury, it was a re-aggravation of the knee injury, but he doesn't think it will be too serious. My guess is Bradford will probably miss a couple weeks, but they're going to be cautious with him coming back until he's fully ready, because we want the Sam Bradford that played the season opener and the Sam Bradford that we all know to be fully back healthy before he returns. In the meantime, Case Keenum is able to hold down the fort. He showed that again last night in playing well. And defensively, the Vikings played outstanding. In this game, the Vikings, Everson Griffin was phenomenal off the edge, getting pressure on Trubisky throughout the night. Had a strip sack fumble that led to a Vikings field goal in the first half. It was the Vikings' first score of the night. And then, of course, Harrison Smith with a brilliant interception, baiting Mitchell Trubisky there at the end with the game on the line, 17-all in the fourth quarter. And Smith picks off Trubisky, which leads to the game winner for Kai Forbath. So I thought the Vikings, with all the adversity that Mike Zimmer's team has faced, losing Cook and Bradford comes out week one, plays great, and they lose him, for the next several games, and again last night, this team hung together and found a way to win, and that's what the good teams do. You find a way to win on the road, and when you have some injuries. And I think the Vikings did some growing up there, definitely last night, with going down to Chicago and getting that win, and dispelling the rumors of they can't win in Soldier Field. Got rid of that mystique. We'll chalk one up for Leif Erikson Day. Vikings, actually, October 9th is Leif Erikson Day, a big Viking holiday, and ironically, the Vikings have never been beaten on that particular date, October 9th. so they keep their perfect record intact with that. But really, it just comes down to, I think the coaching staff made the proper adjustments in the game. Chicago was able to throw some confusing defensive looks in the first half, and then Pat Shermer responded in the second half, changing the game plan up a bit, which worked offensively, and Vikings started moving the ball and scoring. And I think defensively they had a great game plan. They limited the Bears to 77 yards rushing, and that was going to be a key in the game to stop the run first and make Mitchell Trubisky beat you by himself, and he was not able to do that. So now that sets up a big showdown with the Green Bay Packers on Sunday in Minnesota. Be interested to see the injury reports for that coming out. We'll be monitoring that very closely as the storylines develop. But a big win here for the Vikings. Again, they moved to 3-2 on the season, and that's about all we have for you today. We'll have a Vikings-Packers preview podcast later this week. So I thank you guys all for joining us here for another edition of Viking Spin, and we will see you next time.
People think I'm insane because I am well